Hello, girls. I hope you got the solution to the second problem of point of indifference. Now, from the last video, I am continuing, that is uncommitted EPS calculation. The problem which I have chosen to make you understand this concept is this, which is being shown in the video. A company has to raise new capital of rupees 20 lakhs. Please remember, whenever it is new capital, it means already they have some amount of capital in their business. Has two alternatives. To raise this new capital, they have two plans, where in case of plan 1, raising the sum required by way of 10% debt. In case of plan 1, they are using only debt. Raising the sum required by way of additional equity shares of rupees 100 each. In the second plan, they are considering equity. The present capital structure of the firm consists of 2 lakh equity shares of rupees 100 each. Already they have 2 lakh equity shares of 100 each. That means in the total capital they have around 2 crores. So if they raise this 20 lakhs, the total capital in the business will be 2 crores 20 lakhs. And no debt. In the existing capital structure, they have only equity, no debt, tax at 50%. Determine POI, point of indifference, considering the above. The first question is to calculate your point of indifference. In the second question, also determine the level of EBIT at which uncommitted EPS would be if sinking fund appropriations is rupees 2 lakhs. Please remember, girls, whenever you have sinking fund appropriations which you need to make, the EPS calculated after making sinking fund appropriations will be called as uncommitted EPS. Normally, the EPS which you calculate is your regular format, but if you consider your sinking fund appropriations, then the EPS which you calculate will be uncommitted EPS. I don't want to go in detail for the first one, as already I have taught you. I have solved it. I'll show you for the clarity. So calculation of point of indifference is your first question. In the existing capital structure, they have 2 lakh equity shares of 100 each. So the total amount will be 2 crores. And the new capital which they want to raise is 20 lakhs. So total capital in the business after raising the new capital will be 2 crores 20 lakhs. And to raise this rupees 20 lakhs, they have two alternatives. One is debt, another one is equity. If they use the debt, that is plan 1, at 10% interest, your interest amount will be rupees 2 lakhs. And plan 2 is raising 20 lakhs by the way of equity. So 20 lakhs divided by 100 rupees each, which will be 20,000 shares. As in case of last problem, even in this problem, all amount in lakhs I am reducing to small numbers so that we will not have much complications when we are solving it. So calculation of your point of indifference, already you know this formula, EBIT minus interest under plan 1 into 1 minus tax minus your preference dividend divided by number of equity shares under plan 1 equals EBIT minus interest under plan 2 into 1 minus tax minus preference dividend divided by number of equity shares under plan 2. So EBIT is what you need to calculate here. This is your indifference point. So X minus, in case of plan 1 you have debt of amount rupees 20 lakhs on which interest is 2 lakhs. So minus 2 into 1 minus 0.5 is the tax rate minus 0 divided by, they are raising additional fund using debt, therefore number of equity shares will be 200, nothing but 2 lakhs, equals X minus 0. Here additional funds are raised using equity, therefore interest is 0 into 1 minus 0.5 minus 0 divided by 220. How did we get this? existing 2 lakhs, nothing but 200, plus additional 20,000 shares, which is taken as 20, so 220. Substitute this and then solve so that you get point of indifference of 22 lakhs. Let's verify the answer. So option 1 is with the new debt and option 2 is with only new equity. So EBIT will be 22 lakhs under both cases, minus interest 2 lakhs under case 1, and here it is nil. So EBT is 20 lakhs and 22 lakhs, minus tax at 50%, 10 lakhs and 11 lakhs respectively. So you get your EAT 10 lakhs and 11 lakhs. So number of equity shares will be 2 lakhs here. Here there are no new equity shares which we need to take. So existing 2 lakhs, and here it is 2 lakhs plus 20,000. 2 lakh 20,000. Therefore EPS will be 5 under both cases. Hence it is proved that 22 lakhs is the point of indifference. Now going to the calculation for the second question, which is important for us now. Also determine the level of EBIT at which uncommitted EPS would be if sinking fund appropriations is rupees 2 lakhs. Nothing but here for the debt the company is creating sinking fund. So here we need to make our sinking fund appropriation. In the first case it is only with debt, in the second case it is with equity. X minus I1 into 1 minus T minus PD minus sinking fund obligation, the formula goes like this, divided by number of equity shares under plan 1, equals X minus I2 into 1 minus T minus PD minus sinking fund obligation divided by number of equity shares under plan 2. So X minus 2, that is 2 lakhs interest whatever was there, it is taken into 1 minus 0.5 tax minus 0 preference dividend as we don't have, minus sinking fund obligation given in the problem is rupees 2 lakhs. So that amount is taken here, minus 2 equals X minus 0. Here it is only equity, so it is 0 into 1 minus 0.5 is the tax minus preference dividend 0, and here it is without debt, nothing but only equity, therefore no sinking fund we need to create, it is 0, divided by number of equity shares which is 220. Go to the simplification of the problem. This will be X minus 2 into 0.5 minus 0 minus 2 divided by 200, which is equal to X minus 0 into 0.5. Here there are two zeros, it does not make any difference, divided by 220. So therefore X minus 2 into 0.5 will be 0.5x minus 2 into 0.5 will be 1 minus 0 minus 2 divided by 200. So this will be 0.5x. 0 into 0.5 will be 0 only, divided by 220. So 0.5x minus 1 minus 0 minus 2 will be minus 3, divided by 200 equals 0.5x divided by 220. Go with the cross multiplication. 220 into 0.5x minus 3 equals 0.5x into 200, which will be 110x minus 660 equals 0.5x into 200 will be 100x. So bring it this side and take 660 to RHS. So 110x minus 100x equals 660. So 10x equals 660. X will be 660 divided by 10, which is x equals 66. Nothing but POI, point of indifference, of your EBIT, at which uncommitted EPS would be same, will be 66 lakhs. Let's go with the verification now. Verification. So here in the first case it is debt, in the second case it is no debt, nothing but only equity. Now as you know, the EBIT will be 66 lakhs minus your interest will be, in the first case as you know we have 2 lakhs interest, in the second case it will be nil. So your EBT will be 64 lakhs and 66 lakhs, and minus your tax rate, tax at 50% will be 32 lakhs and 33 lakhs. So therefore earnings after tax will be 32 lakhs and 33 lakhs. So we got our earnings after tax minus your preference dividend. We don't have preference in both cases, so therefore it will be nil. And this is your earnings available to equity shareholders before considering your sinking fund obligation. So this is your before SF. Whenever you need to calculate your UEPS, please remember this is your earnings available to equity shareholders before your sinking fund obligations. So next is your minus sinking fund obligations, which is 2 lakhs in the first case, and here it is nil. Therefore earnings available to equity shareholders, finally after making all payments, the final amount left for distribution is 30 lakhs and then 33 lakhs. So to calculate our EPS, which is earnings available to equity shareholders divided by number of equity shares, 30 lakhs divided by 2 lakh equity shares they have. So your EPS is 15, and this EPS will be called as uncommitted EPS because this is calculated after adjusting your sinking fund obligation, and here it will be 33 lakhs divided by 2 lakh 20,000, and in both the cases your uncommitted EPS is 15. Therefore at the level of EBIT of 66 lakhs rupees, your uncommitted EPS, that is EPS calculated after adjusting sinking fund obligation, is same, and hence it is proved. Please give your feedback soon.